Hi everybody, I'm Father Andrew Dickinson, your new pastor at Sacred Heart Parish in Aberdeen. I'm sitting in what used to be Father Mark Lichter's office. You'll see that things are rather blank and empty behind me, bookshelves waiting to be filled in. And I suppose for you, I as your pastor am probably a blank spot as well, maybe just a name on a bulletin, a name that you've heard and not much else. So I'm looking forward as your pastor to helping to fill in these blank spaces behind me, not just by emptying my boxes, but by getting to know you, the good people of Sacred Heart. Very excited to be with you here in Aberdeen. I was in Aberdeen 11 years ago as the associate at St. Mary's under Father Joel Holshauser, who was there for many years. It was a great joy for me to be in Aberdeen in the hub city. But then in 2009, the bishop sent me to Pius XII Newman Center in Brookings, South Dakota, as well as St. Paul's Parish in White, South Dakota, which has been my beloved home for these past 11 years. I know a time of transition for you can be a difficult time. Maybe you have a great affection for Father Mark Lichter or Father Patrick Grody. And maybe especially with COVID-19 going on, there's a lot of uncertainty in your life, and now to have this further uncertainty, this upheaval of a change in priests. But I want you to know that for priests too, it can be a time of upheaval. And I know that I miss my parishioners very much at St. Paul's and at Pius XII Newman Center. And not only do I miss them, but that makes me all the more attentive to how you miss Father Mark, how you miss Father Patrick. And so desire to be attentive to you in that. And I understand if it's going to be hard for you to adapt, we'll go through it together. As a Catholic priest, the reason I follow the call of Jesus Christ is because he became real and alive in my life. Not just a name in the Bible, not just a ritual function on Sunday, but a living person, risen from the grave. And the Father and the Holy Spirit as well, and the saints, the angels, having encountered the fullness of the family of God. My desire for us here at Sacred Heart is to further know Jesus Christ. That's my plan. That's my agenda. That's my desire here. My desire is that everyone in Aberdeen, through either Sacred Heart or St. Mary's, might know the love of God for them in Jesus Christ. Now, I'll have lots of plans about how to do that, but plans come and go. Plans will fail, and I'll have to recalculate plans. But my desire, at the end of the day, is for all of you to know that you're invited to passionately live the gospel. That the gospel of Jesus Christ does not take away anything of what makes life good and exciting and beautiful and true. And that's my own experience in the 4 short decades I've lived on this earth. That's my experience and my invitation to you. In my own life of following the call of Jesus Christ to be a priest, I had to experience that in my own way. I had to learn it for myself. I heard other people talk about it. I heard people write about it, but I had to discover for myself and take the risk that Christ would be proven true, because it is a risk when we take the leap of faith. There is a blindness, there is a darkness, there is an uncertainty when we take that leap of faith. But I have found that leap of faith to be true in the one I leap to, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. I'll have a little bit of limited contact with you in the first month. I'll be working on a 30-day silent retreat down at Broomtree Retreat Center, a great privilege of mine that Bishop DeGrood wants me to keep working on. Given the 30-day spiritual exercises to some 32 men in the past 8 years. Looking forward to directing seminarians, men studying to be priests, but I'll tell you more about that in future videos coming this next week, both on our Facebook and YouTube channels. So please, dear parishioners of Sacred Heart, keep checking into that for those updates. I'll be coming back for some of the Sunday Masses, but mostly you'll be in the very capable hands of Father Michael Kapperman and the staff here. I'll be available, email, they'll be able to reach me by phone, and so still working with you even when I'm remote down near Irene at Broomtree Retreat Center. But it's going to be an exciting beginning and even more exciting fall in this first year as we get to fill in the space behind me. You get to know me a little more about my life, my personality, and I get to know you, which will be the great joy of my life. The joy of a priest is always found in the sanctity of his flock. And so my desire, my prayer for you is that you might continue to encounter Jesus Christ and know his invitation to passionately live the gospel. I'm Father Andrew Dickinson here at Sacred Heart Parish in Aberdeen, happy to be your pastor and happy to get to know you.